What's up everyone? I'm your female otaku and I'm here to review episode 3 of Recreators. We start off with this episode exactly where we left off last week with Yuya showing up and about to give Mamika the beatdown, but Mamika's just like, no, I'm done with this, and then Yuya's all like, aw man, you're one of those girls who likes to cry and thinking that we're all just gonna submit. I don't think so. And I'm just like, oh my god, Yuya, yo. I actually really like this guy. I mean, sure, he comes across as like a villain and stuff because, well, he technically is. But I could see him coming through in the end, like becoming one of the best boys of the series. This dude seems like an utter boss. The final boss. And I'm excited to see more of him. Okay, but when Yuya was about to fight Mamika, all of a sudden, Saber arrives? Huh? I mean, I knew she was gonna come at some point, but because of, you know, the opening and stuff, like you see all the main cast introduced in the opening, so you get an idea of what they are. But for real, when she showed up, I was just like, Saber, just wow. Okay. Oh, except this Saber rides a Pegasus? Okay, I can work with this. Don't worry, I can work with this. It was pretty interesting talking to Yuya and hearing his perspective on the whole situation. For one thing, I found it interesting that because his world, you know, the video game that he's a part of takes place in the real world, there's just, you know, supernatural elements, so, you know, like Bungo Stray Dogs or, you know, like Mob Psycho 100, stuff like that. He knows how to deal and knows everything about, you know, regular money. He knows about regular food and things like that. He knows about cigarettes and stuff, so I was just like, okay, this is interesting. I just really love seeing how all the other characters, like worlds, like of course we don't see their world, but just the knowledge that they have from their world and how it can apply to ours. It kind of makes you think, like, what would happen if a slice of life character came to our world? Because you probably couldn't really convince them that they're a character unless you show them that McDonald's isn't Whack-Donald's. But I'm sidetracking anyway. We heard from Yuya that Military Girl was with an old man. And so again, from the opening, I can theorize that the old man is the one shown in the opening that looks like a Yakuza type character. He had like a gun and stuff. I think he had an eye patch too, but he looked like he was like from some sort of Yakuza franchise. And so why was she partnering up with him? We haven't seen him yet, but we know that she's with an older guy, so what's going on there? Oh yeah, we got some more screen time with Military Girl at the end of this episode when she's talking to Setsuna, most likely the girl that committed suicide in episode 1. And Setsuna and Sota are related in some sort of way, so perhaps Setsuna is the older sister that Sota spoke of or was writing a letter to in the beginning of episode 1, because there's some sort of relation going on here with Sota, Setsuna, and Military Girl. But you know, if it's been like a day or two now, so if Setsuna is Sota's sister, he would have already knew that she died, because this is a suicide, you know? You know, and it was a suicide right in front of a train. Of course, it would have been reported and stuff, so childhood friend? A couple other things that happened throughout the episode was with Celestia and the fact that she comes from the anime and not the light novel. All she knows, her knowledge is just up until a certain point where the anime's last episode was, and she doesn't know anything that happens in the most recent volumes of the light novel. And that got me thinking, perhaps not every character you create comes to life. Perhaps it's only characters that are from a visual medium, because we've only seen characters from video games and anime. So maybe it's not just a simple sketch. Maybe it's not just something from a manga. Like, it has to be a visual medium. I don't really know. We don't know where Saber is from. I gotta stop calling her Saber. We don't know where the Saber-like character is from. But according to Sota, she seems like she's from some sort of video game. So the characters are trying out revision, which is where the characters, like the creator, could overwrite or, you know, rewrite something or add something to their character that's currently here. And to be honest, I don't really think that's gonna make a change, because now that the character is in our world, that doesn't make the character a character anymore, if you catch my drift. I know it's a little confusing, but Celestia is now out of her anime. The creator can only control and, you know, create stuff for the anime. Well, if you want to get real picky with it, which might confuse some of you, so apologies, but technically the creator is the creator of, you know, the light novel and stuff, and he also has a partner in crime who makes the character designs, and their work is being adapted into an anime, so you might actually have to talk to the creator of the actual anime and not the light novel. Honestly, I could be overthinking everything, but you know, there's a lot to think about when it comes to this sort of topic. Perhaps we'll get more answers when we go see Midoriya's creator, because she's from a video game and her video game isn't being adapted into anything else. So it might be, you know, easier to get our answers this way. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on this episode. And this is episode 3, so were you giving it a 3-episode test? And if you were, did it pass or did it fail? Are you gonna put it on hold for a little bit? And let me know your overall thoughts on this episode and theories for future episodes. Catch me later as I review Samurai Jack. I'm your female otaku, signing